This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And you're listening to Agony Rants.
Agony Rants. And we're no, we're not transatlantic, we're trans...
No, we're on the other side of the world from each other.
Of the world.
I know.
Oh, Niamh. I have to say, Niamh, I'm having a ball.
I'm so pleased to hear that. Because as a mammy, right, I felt the strings disconnecting when you went away. You know, like you're my mammy. And where's my baby? He's all away. I know we're friends, but you know what I mean.
Well, it's interesting because I think you're the only person that's feeling that. Everyone's like, bye. Niamh, I'm having a ball. Here's what I've learned. The Australians are the single most positive race of people on the face of this earth.
I know, they're gorgeous, aren't they?
They're very good looking. This is the thing I don't understand. I don't think that Australians know that the gym is not compulsory. You can actually go, no, I'm not going to do that. Like, you walk down the street and people are, it's insane how good looking people are. I swear to God, and I do all of my shopping across the road in Woolworths and there's steps down to it and I swear to God I'm going to be killed.
Why? Because you're
it's
too
very
busy
distracting. You're very distracted. You're like, oh my God. Yeah, I need to go down 15 steps.
You are never coming home from anywhere. Are you trying to test me?
Brilliant. I love it. And the thing about it is, like, everyone is just so nice to each other as like it's the default. Your starting position is nice. Like, whereas in Ireland, that's not where we are. Our starting position is kind of...
Who are you?
A bit hostile. Yeah. There's a hostility to us. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but we start from a place of apprehensive. Let's say apprehensive. But in Australia, like, I mean, I walked in front of a man yesterday, right? And I was like, oh, sorry. And he was like, no problem, mate.
Now,
and like, there was no talk of either of us stabbing each other or, you know, he didn't go, you're a fucking agent. And I, you know, like, everyone was just like, it was like having a nice day now. I was like, this is unbelievable.
Did you stand in front of him on purpose, though? Was he a good-looking fella, like?
No, he was a little old man. But they're hostile. They're just as hostile as everybody else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm having a ball. I'm doing my show at the trade hall, I think it's called.
You think? I mean, you go there every day, maybe.
No, I get brought, Niamh.
You get brought.
I have a tour manager called Mark. And
Nice.
he's like proper old school. Like, he's about, well, I don't know what age he is, but he's older than my dad, I'd say. And he's,
okay.
Don't you worry, Gearoid.
Gearoid?
It's all going to be fine.
We'll be right. We'll be right.
He's very cool. Yeah. Yes, I'm having a ball, Niamh. Basically, the upshot is nothing to worry about. It's all good. People are coming. Thank Jesus.
I know, because you were sweating before you left. You did your usual, I don't know why I'm even doing this, right? The thing that you do.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Somebody else is paying to bring you out and they're like basing it on the idea of you selling tickets and making the money back. And then you're like here and you're like, sorry, there's only 8 sold for Wednesday.
Well, I know my friend, my friend Sarah, my bestie, right? Her daughter's out in Melbourne, so she's going to see you. So we sold at least 2 tickets.
Oh no, it's doing well now. It's doing well. And also I met a group of Irish girls who told me what the Australian version of meanies are. They're called twisties. They're very nice.
They're making sure you're all right. They're worried about you.
And they taste like proper pickles.
Okay. Have you had them?
Yeah. Yeah, I've had them. Yeah, I bought them straight away, immediately.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like I'm acclimatizing. Do you know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm wearing t-shirt and shorts all the time.
Okay.
Okay. There is, yeah, I mean, that's absolutely, completely unnecessary. It's rained since I've got here. But I'm on my holidays, Niamh.
And it's warmer. I'll bet it's warmer than it is here.
Yeah, it is warmer, but it's permanently pissing.
Okay. Well, if
Yeah.
it's any consolation to you, I was in Donegal the weekend and Storm Dave came through. And I felt Storm Dave was going to be a nice thing because he sounds like your mate. And it turns out he was pretty horrific.
Do you do much damage?
No, it was just a moat around our caravan. You know, you can imagine there was a lot of, because where our caravan is on the site, it basically sits slightly lower. And every piece of water comes in. So I was like a proper princess, you know, with the proper moat around me, you know, kind of doing that. But it was nice. It was nice. I got out walking anyway because you only have the wrong clothes, not necessarily the wrong weather. But I definitely had a very good exfoliation of my skin. And then I went to the Campbell shop in Ardra and I bought myself a new jumper. Look, it's a proper Donegal jumper there, fisherman's
That's very
whatever.
nice.
It's really lovely.
Is it Aaron? Is it scratchy though, Niamh?
No, it's not scratchy. It's actually softer. They're definitely going for a softer wool, thank God. Because, you know, my age, you can't be putting scratchy stuff on. It's
That
called
was always my
elder
thing
abuse
about.
then.
I always felt that Aaron jumpers. It was just they looked good, but then you put them on and they were just
They were heavy.
horrible.
Yeah, it depends on the thing. Now it's lovely and warm and it's got a nice kind of thing. So I've got like a roll neck, which I don't normally have. I feel that's like an old person thing. You're trying to hide your neck, but my neck's not quite there yet. If I stretch it out, don't you make that face when I'm saying that?
No, it's grand. It's lovely neck, Niamh. Yeah,
Lovely
fair play.
neck, thanks.
And is it because with Aaron jumpers, like when I was a kid, I could never handle the feel of wool on my skin. I just used to absolutely hate it.
Yeah.
So what I used to do is even with my school trousers, I used to wear tracksuit bottoms underneath them
What? How big were your school
all
trousers?
the time.
Or more importantly, how small were your legs?
I did look like a bit of a unit now, to be honest. I was quite stacked. Like I was very. They were proper. They were stuffed. Do you know what I mean? It was
what
like
age did you do that
my
till?
trousers were right up till I left school.
Stop it.
I insisted.
Who
yeah,
wears
yeah,
tracksuit bottoms? Are you talking about thick tracksuit bottoms or are you talking about like leggings?
Yeah, proper tracksuit bottoms. Yeah, I wore tracksuit bottoms under my school trousers from the time I went into first year until I left school for 6 years.
I feel like I
5
don't
years.
know you.
Niamh, I just improvise. Do you know what I mean? When something doesn't suit me, I adjust.
I don't know whether to be impressed or concerned for your mental health.
I mean, yeah, looking back, there was definitely something going on. I mean, I'd imagine like if I'd got assessed, I could have got extra time in me leaving.
Don't get me wrong, I've worn layers, right? Obviously, when we went to Norway last year and it was really, really cold, right? I had layers. I had varieties of layers. And then I bought these trousers, which are kind of waterproof on the outside and fleece on the inside. Now, that's a different thing, right? But a similar concept, I suppose, for you. But I couldn't imagine wearing a full tracksuit, like proper grey flannel tracksuit. Like, wow.
Yeah. And that was the height of summer all the time. If I was wearing trousers, I was wearing tracksuit bottoms
You're
underneath
not
them.
roasted.
Well, I was warm, yeah, but I'd rather be warm than scratchy.
Okay.
It was awful. I hated them.
Listen, in the 70s, right, which you weren't allowed for, they were very fond of nylon or polyester in their nightdress situation. So you used to wear nightdresses that if you ran fast enough, you could spark some sort of flame.
That sounds like a safety feature, Niamh.
But it was very common in the 70s, but they looked lovely, but they were horrible on. And also nylon sheets were a thing. So be thankful
So you'd
you're living
crackle
in.
off them.
Oh, horrendous. Even thinking about it.
Nylon, gross.
Nylon, I know.
Jesus.
I bet you wish you were alive in the 70s.
No, I've never wanted that, Niamh.
No.
Tell me, what have you been up to?
I've been really busy working, doing different things, and then trying to do some work around the house. And then this week I am doing some recording for a friend of ours who used to work in Head Stuff. Remember Tay? I'm going to go in and record a couple of tracks with Tay. And then on Friday...
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Back it up. Tell me what's going on. What are you recording?
So I'm going to be singing Landslide and also a CMAT song, which I'm very excited because I'm a big CMAT fan. So, and I've never sung CMAT before. So hence why I might just do my hair. So I might look a bit like CMAT. But anyway.
Now, make sure you take a video
I will take a video and send it
of
to
you
you.
recording CMAT. And then what we'll do is we'll like tag CMAT. And then you do
We'll
a
tag
duet. 'Cause I
CMAT.
think
CMAT.
Didn't she do In Your Eyes at one point?
She did a long time, at the beginning of her career, to be fair, in the marquee. So that was pretty fab. But yeah, So I'm looking forward to that. And then on
Okay, so-
Friday, that's for like a university thing. And then on Friday, I'm going to sing for a couple of friends of mine. They're getting married after many years. But it's going to be like drag queen heaven because they're both drag queens. So that'll be hilarious. And then it's a surprise, but luckily this will come out after it. And then I'm going to go home and do some of the jobs that I promised myself I would do when I finished all the dancing malarkey.
Are you over your Dancing with the Stars funk?
As in? Oh, you mean the drop in energy?
You go on a bit of a downer.
Oh, okay. Is that what happened to you?
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, Niamh. I had to be hospitalised.
I am a little bit. I'm back in my life a bit, which is nice, And there's nothing like going up to Rossbeg and getting the air blown off you to really kind of get you back in the flow. But I've seen Stephen a couple of times, so that's helped.
Did you see Stephen in the VIP? He's Stephen, who we both danced with in Dancing with the Stars.
Him and Kylie looking very
VIP, which is it's like the Irish Hello magazine. Yeah. And the two of them, they did a home shoot. Excuse me.
Listen, no one dresses like that at home. I don't care what anybody says. If they came for a home shoot in my house, would you be wearing tracksuit bottoms under your trousers again?
Yeah, I absolutely would. You come into my home, you take me as you find me, Niamh. That's the way it works.
They looked very glamorous, like super glamorous.
They did. I mean, obviously, when I saw the first picture, I was like, "Who is she?" And then I was like, "Oh no, it's Kylie. It's Kylie. Yeah, she's great."
Who is she? I mean, the lovely thing we're going to share this year now, if when it all going well and Dancing with the Stars comes back and Stephen has a new partner, we are going to be gunning for that. How are we going to react?
Well, I don't know, Niamh.
I mean,
I don't know.
You had me, so that you felt reasonably safe, right?
I don't know. Well, I mean, yeah, he was never going to like you more than he likes me.
True. I definitely felt that the whole way through. No. The whole way through that show. Because he would refer to you like way too often. It was very difficult. It was very awkward.
I make an impact on people. That's
you do.
Do you know what I've discovered, Niamh?
What?
The potato-headed Irish in Australia. I think, the way sometimes you go to a different country and you're a different level of hot in different countries. And I don't mean temperature. I mean like you're appreciated more.
Okay.
Yeah. Like when you have an ugly mate and then all of a sudden they're marrying someone from another country who is way better looking than them. And you're like, how did that even happen? The way that happens.
I would never say that because, I could be that mate.
No, you're not. No, but Niamh, like, we meet someone that's a bit mental and then they introduce you to the person they're marrying and then they're like from a different country, but they're like way hotter than they are. And you're like, how does this work?
But what they appreciate in different countries is different things, you see.
See, exactly. This is what I mean.
What are you saying? Is that happening in Australia for you?
I think I'm appreciated in Australia, yeah. My potato head.
I would have it that you're not appreciated everywhere, Gearoid.
No, come on, I'm bang average. But over here, they don't have many bang average. Everyone has got like guns and pecs and everything going on. And I've none of it.
I thought you meant guns as in.
No. I've got absolutely none of it. Like a waiter was chatting me up and I didn't even realise. Yeah.
Look at you.
Joanne was like, do you realise he was chatting you up? And I was like, no.
Oh, you're so blasé.
I could have taken the tip back and just rode him. I wouldn't have, Niamh. I'm just saying. I'm just saying the option was there. So yeah, I'm having a lovely time, feeling appreciated, having a ball.
Well, I'm really missing you.
Oh, get over it, Niamh. Come on.
Okay.
Come on.
I'm afraid you're never coming back.
It's the flight. I don't know if I could handle the flight again.
That was a long time.
That's the reason I would stay. Like,
just because of the flight.
You can't put somebody on a plane for 26 hours and then give them the time of their life and then expect them to go 26 hours back.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I get that.
Too much. On my way over, right, I was sitting between a mother and daughter.
Okay. And how did that happen?
They acted like I wasn't even there.
And, like they where were you sitting? Tell me the seat situation.
I was cargo class. Like I was basically, like if I put it to you this way, if they needed to dump fuel, they would have dumped our cabin before they did dumped fuel.
So a bit of ballast. If they needed to get rid of ballast, okay, go on.
That's how cheap of the seats we were.
Okay.
So I was in like when there's four together.
Yes. in the centre.
So there was boyfriend, girl, me, mother.
Oh, and you wanted the aisle.
I wasn't on the aisle. I was in the middle. Mother was on the
Why were
aisle.
you sitting between the? Why would you not?
I have no idea because that old bitch wanted the aisle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's difficult.
And do you know what? She handed sweets over me. They had a full conversation over me. I was just like, I'm gonna kill these two.
And where were they from?
Scotland.
Oh, you see.
And I do like the Scots. I
do
the Scots.
too.
They're very nice. But this woman now, she was an absolute bastard.
And you didn't even have an aisle seat to barter with her.
I know. All I could do was every time they started that, I kept going to the toilet.
Getting her out of the seat all the time.
Yeah, I was just like, get out of the seat because I'm just.
Did you offer her to change seats?
No, I probably should have. Yeah. Well, I felt it was up to her to offer because she had the better seat.
You see, in that situation, right, I would have said, now that's a good dilemma. I know what you mean. She clearly wanted the aisle, and maybe they booked it like that so nobody would take that middle seat, hoping that they'd get all four. But I would have said after the third passing of sweets, I would have said to her, listen, would it be easier for you if you sat in this seat?
Yeah, you see, you can solve things.
I mean, she might have told me to back off. But
yeah,
you know
instead I just had a huff and I went, I'm going to the toilet. Nothing got solved. We're not here to tell wonderful stories.
Okay,
Niamh. We're not
that's
here at
true.
all. We're here to solve the problem of the listener, which we will. So, Niamh, we've got two problems in. They're very long.
Yeah, but now stop, will you? People are making an effort and using ChatGPT, I think. So what about the follow-up?
Do you think they're using ChatGPT?
Listen, the quality of how people are writing to us has gone up exponentially. Now, one of two things has happened. Either people are writing and actually taking time to correct their prose, etc., and their punctuation, which you don't give out about as much these days, or they're having a little assistance while they're doing it. And I don't mind that so much.
If I'm writing a letter, I will stick it into ChatGPT and go add the grammar. Do you know what I I mean?
Yeah. Or I'm not saying actually, they're not writing in their problems or whatever. I'm just saying.
What I do sometimes do is say, make this less harsh is my usual one.
Can I have a kind filter on this one?
Yeah, exactly. Please soften.
Please soften. Please take a Gearoid vibe off this. You know, we have a follow-up, Gearoid.
Oh, we've got a follow-up, Niamh. Do you want to read the follow-up?
I will. Dear Niamh and Gearoid, thank you so much for your sound of advice. Who is this?
Who
did we actually do right? Okay, let's go.
This is Adam.
Oh, the lovely Adam.
29, single, gay, live in the lovely city of Galway, moved here for college. That's right. And we said that about Galway being the death of the ambition. And
that's right.
He's spiraling a bit. Mm-hmm. And he's thinking of getting a dog. Yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't know what to do with himself. Right. So here's what Adam did. Based on our advice. Are you ready?
Okay. This might not be good.
Okay. The blend of Niamh's comforting words and Gearoid's tough love approach was exactly what I needed to hear. You see?
You're welcome, Adam. You're welcome.
I know. Gearoid's advice to get out of Galway and go find myself a man really resonated with me. So I quit my job, left my house and moved to Australia.
Yeah, okay. All I'm going to say is I feel very vulnerable now that I'm here.
Okay. I think
when
you should.
Ruin somebody's life.
I think you should, because it goes on. The next thing he says, and under your instruction, meaning yours, Gearoid, because it's certainly not mine, I plan to ride my way across the country in search of that man.
Yeah, that's a bit of me now. That does sound like something I'd say.
That's more you than me. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I wouldn't think it, but I'm just thinking maybe, I wouldn't say it.
Yeah, that's my advice. Yeah.
Okay, so I'll stay for a year or maybe two, then I'll be back and maybe looking to settle down. Any chance ye know of any suitable husband material? I figured between you both you'd have a better reach across the gay landscape of Ireland. It might be a better chance than Tinder or Grindr. Would you use Tinder to find a gay man? Is that a thing?
I don't know. I presume you can use Tinder and Hinge.
You would imagine so. I don't think it's the go-to though, is it? So
Well,
look
it's not. It's the go-to if you want to talk to them and learn their name.
Oh, okay. Does that
Well,
not
you
happen
wouldn't
on
bother with
Grindr?
any of that now on the other ones, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
As
leave
is
that
my
there.
understanding.
I don't know
Yeah.
either of them, so I can't say. Looking forward to seeing you in the Melbourne Comedy Festival. Kind regards, Adam. So Adam has a date with you.
I hope he's happy with his life. Because if
Maybe
he's
he
not
was
happy
that
with his life,
waiter.
I feel
Was he that
very
waiter?
exposed. No, that waiter was, he was like a guy that talked like that the whole time. No,
The whole
that's what it was
time?
like. Yeah, he was really like, those, like, oh, I'm a cheapy chappy. Yeah.
So like Dick Van Dyke, but Australian.
Yeah, like an Australian Dick Van Dyke with big ears. Yeah.
Okay. But not as old,
Yeah.
I would imagine, because he's like
No,
nearly 100 or 100 or something. Anyway, so that's a lovely follow-up. I mean, it seems extreme to go from Galway to Australia. I don't think we said go all the way there, did we?
I don't think so, but listen, I'm not against it. I think, listen, now that I've seen Australia, I mean,
Yeah.
talk to me a week ago and I would have been like, oh, God, it's very far.
Yeah.
But now that I'm here, my God. I do. I love it. I mean, listen, I haven't been chatted up in about 20 years.
I know. Who you telling? It's a lot longer for me.
Come on. I've seen men chat you up, Niamh.
No, you haven't. Who's chatting me
Yes,
up?
I have.
That doesn't count if they're gay.
No, I saw a straight man chat you up, Niamh. I've seen 2 straight men chat you up.
Okay, who are they? Where?
Well, I don't know who they are, but I did see it. I was like, oh, look at this. She's still got it.
Whatever that is.
Whatever it, she has it hanging out. Dear Niamh and Gearoid, I always love listening to you guys, and it's true what everyone says. You always feel happy after listening to you guys.
Aw.
Oh, that's nice. I love your chaos, excuse me, and you both have the best laughs. I'm in a situation that I genuinely don't know how to navigate without either blowing up my life or quietly losing my mind.
Our favourite kind of problem.
Yeah,
I'll be honest with you. Our favourite.
It's an average Tuesday for me, Niamh. I'm a gay man in my late 20s, and about a year ago, I became really close with a colleague of mine, Tom. He's straight, as far as I know, has only ever dated women, and is currently single after a messy breakup. What started as casual work chats turned into daily coffees, long walks after work, and now, honestly, he's the person I talk to most.
Aw. That's nice, isn't it?
Here's the problem. I've completely fallen for him. Of course you have. Of course you have.
Long walks and cups of coffee. I mean, it's just a recipe for falling in love with someone.
Yeah.
And he's vulnerable.
Oh.
I know.
I didn't mean for it to happen. Of course, didn't. At first, I told myself it was just a crush because he's kind, funny, and actually listens to me in the way most people don't.
Oh my gosh.
But over time, it's become something deeper. He confides in me about everything. His ex, his fears, even things he says he's never told anyone else. He hugs me a lot, sometimes lingers a bit too long, and once when he was drunk, told me I was the best person in his life right now. Oh my God. Be still, my beaten penis.
Jesus.
I know what you're thinking. Classic gay guy falls for straight best friend. I know. But what's messing with my head is that sometimes his behaviour feels blurry. He's very physically affectionate. He gets a bit jealous when I mention dates and once joked that if he were gay, I'd be exactly his type. He laughed it off, but I've been replaying that moment ever since. Of course you have. Mm-hmm. Of course you have. In 20 different versions.
I bet.
And we all know what happens at the end of all 20 of them.
Always come to a very sticky end.
Niamh!
I mean, you know.
That is, no, excuse, that's too far. That is too far, Niamh. That's outrageous.
But it's true.
Okay. I haven't told him how I feel because I'm terrified of losing him. He's become such an important part of my life. I don't think I could handle the awkwardness or distance if he didn't feel the same. At the same time, staying silent is starting to hurt. I feel stuck in this half relationship where I'm emotionally invested and he's just being a really close, straight friend, I think. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
Okay.
To make things worse, he recently started casually seeing a woman again. oh, the bitch. And I felt this awful irrational jealousy that I had to hide. I hate feeling like this. It's not fair on him, and it's definitely not healthy for me. So here's my question. Do I tell him and risk everything? Or do I keep quiet and try to get over it? And if I do the latter, how when he's such a constant presence in my life?
Yeah.
Please help me untangle this before I either confess something I can't take back or quietly spiral. Hope I don't bring the pod down. Names changed, of course, Gearoid. Brian, I don't like the tude.
I love it because it's in capitals, Gearoid. Let's hope Brian is actually a changed name.
Oh, Brian.
Yeah, I know. And I feel for you, Brian, because this is really tough when you kind of fall for someone because they're being so vulnerable and so open with you.
That's lovely.
It's gorgeous. I know. I love it. I love it so much. But I will say there was some interesting comment you made here, and it said, at the same, staying silent is starting to hurt. I feel stuck in this half relationship where I'm emotionally invested and he's just being a really close friend. Why would you not think he would be as emotionally invested? He may not want to have sex with you, but that doesn't mean he's not emotionally invested in you. So that's a bit of a, you know, I don't think you should belittle your friendship by thinking that you're the one more involved. What's different is that you're having feelings that you want to actually be with him as a couple, which is a different thing, right? Or I'm trying not to say sex, but, you know, because it's more than sex, I think, for Brian, you know?
He's fallen in love.
He's fallen in love. And it's, you know, the amount of people that you'll fall in love with are more than you think.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the truth. You're allowed to fall in love with other people and care a great deal about how they are and to want to carry them with you. But it doesn't mean they're not emotionally invested in you. They want you to do well. But I think the real question is, I don't think you should go out and admit everything. I think that's difficult unless you feel really comfortable talking about the fact that you're starting to develop feelings with him. I think possibly if he's dating a girl casually, why don't you go on a few casual dates around him and see how he reacts to that? Maybe you'll push him into that, you know, if he is feeling that way for you. But I think you need to take the pressure off you and him because he's your whole emotional support right now and possibly your whole crush. And I think you need to find a little space elsewhere. You don't have to be going out and looking for someone you're going to fall in love with. Just go out and have a bit of fun and try to take the pressure off that. You know what I mean?
You see, here's the problem with this, right? Is that I think somebody like Brian loves a bit of a pine. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I love people like that.
You know, it's nice to just, you know, you pine after somebody and it's all very, you know,
you
it's
never
all
have
just
to
beyond
actually,
arm's reach. Yeah. And I feel that what he should do, right? I agree with your point of, you should probably like go on dates. Yeah. But I think what you should do is if he's been that open with you and he said, you know, when I mentioned dates, he once joked that if he were gay, I'd be exactly his type, right? Mm-hmm. What you need to do is you need to not let this go further where it develops into a thing that it just sits in the back of your mind for years, right?
Yeah, no, definitely
you
not.
can't
I agree.
do that. So I would say what you need to do is you need to own up to it. You need to say it to him, right? But I think the way that you do that
is important.
Yeah, be careful about how you do that. So I would say all you need to say to him is like, listen, come here, sorry if I've been a bit weird lately. But, or maybe not, no, maybe don't even say sorry because you don't
because you don't need to apologize for how you feel.
Yeah. You could just say, here, remember the time you said that if you were gay,
I'd be your type.
I would be exactly your type. Mm. Well, I just want to let you know that like I am gay and you are my type. And you need to leave it like that. And you say, I don't want this to get in the way of our friendship. But it's just, it's just hanging around for me.
Yeah.
And he'll get the message, he'll know. And he'll say, I don't want this to change anything, but I need you to know that. I need to get this said so I can move on from it.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually that's a really great way of saying it. Because actually then it says what you need to say, gives him an opening if he wants it, but also doesn't make a big feature of it. And it's not like you're doing a big lunge.
Yeah, exactly. And do you know what else?
The big lunge.
You know what else, Brian? His loss.
His
loss. Let him start casually dating all of these floozies when he has you there. And his life would be perfect if he just picked you, but he hasn't yet.
He will not find that with another woman.
He won't find that with another woman.
No, never.
Come on.
No.
And look, like also, do you know what sometimes happens, right? I do sometimes think that straight men with their gay best friend, they get to unveil a vulnerable side of themselves that they do keep away when they're around women. This is what I think.
Okay. I mean,
I think because I think that straight men, when they're around women, they feel they have to be macho. There's an alphaness, there's a protector, there's a hunter-gatherer thing that comes out in them. Do you know what I mean? It's very beaten of the chest. Okay.
Not in every straight man I've met, to be fair. Some of them have women who are more alpha, can we say, in that situation.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I think we're talking about your marriage here.
No, my husband is lovely. And he does what he's told. Nothing wrong with that.
That is a man with the patience of a saint.
He does. But he can be definite when he wants, and that's fine.
He can.
You know, and emotionally, the biggest thing is don't for a minute think that this person is not as emotionally invested as you are. It just probably doesn't fancy you in that way.
Yeah, exactly. But he does love you. Like
he does love you. And it is very possible that you need that, you know, and sometimes your connection with a really good friend like that is very different to a relationship and harder to find sometimes.
Yeah. And also it's a good point. Like that you, with a friendship, that is don't let the fact that this hasn't become this doesn't become a romantic relationship undermine your friendship, because you're like, when you have a best friend and when you have a friend like that you can, you know, talk to, you know, that they say you can talk to me about anything. It's a wonderful, like really special thing.
Yes, it is. I know. Like
and
you
it's
and
very
me.
special for him. Yeah. Like me and Niamh.
Yeah. You could start a podcast, the two of you.
Yeah, did your friend win a Eurovision? No, he sounds like a loser.
Well, we don't know. They could be talking about somebody else who won a Eurovision. I mean, there's quite a few in Ireland. I'm not going to lie. I don't know where he's from, to be fair.
Brian, obviously, what we want to
know
is a follow-up. We want to know how this goes. We want to know about how, when you tell him this, he tenderly holds you in his arms and says, don't worry, it's okay. You'll always be my guy. And then what I want you to do is I want you to chase that bitch away. Because when he's not around women, you'll bring the gay out in him. I shouldn't have said that. I ruined it now. But that's what I think.
You thought you did beautiful things to say, and then you went somewhere. Like, that's not right.
No. Do you know what you could do, right? You know, if you're ever both drunk together, right? And Jesus. He does that, and if he does that, like, if I wasn't gay.
Yeah.
You know, if I was gay, if he does that, that's a lob the gob moment.
Oh, a lob the gob.
Well, I am gay. So here. Get in.
I actually started to move away from the mic when you did that. It was just like very unexpected.
I think there's this thing that's going on, and this is the only caveat that I'm going to put in this, right?
Okay.
Because this is a beautiful relationship and there's a beautiful friendship here, right?
It is.
But.
Oh, there's a but.
People are narcissists. And sometimes straight men like to gay bait. They like the attention of gay men. Mm-hmm. Because the attention of gay men can sometimes be overt, and it can sometimes give them a little dopamine hit. It's they know they can have you if they they wanted you. Do you know what I mean?
And then they also
think... It's an ego boost.
Yeah, and they also think that because you've been clear that they're straight, that they have a get out of jail card and they can enjoy it.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't think it goes that far, but it definitely goes as far as this. No, I don't mean
physically, but enjoy the attention.
Oh yeah, the attraction, the attention, and all of that sort of stuff. Uh-huh. So, but just I don't think that this is in there, but don't let it go there. Don't let him feed off your attraction, because that's not fair on you.
Unfortunately, I will say this. If you go heavy on this, you probably will create a space if he's not for it. More importantly, you may have to let go of some of it in order to successfully move into a relationship. So I think you should be dating a bit. I mean, I know your heart might not be in it. I think
you should be honest with him.
Yeah.
I think you should be honest with him gently, just so that he knows. Because if you were a girl and there was that level of closeness going on, there would be a natural...
There would be a conversation. Yeah.
There would be a conversation.
There would have to be. You would have to say, listen, don't leave me on here. You know what I mean?
So it's okay to have this conversation.
It's a little bit you know, a little bit bringing out the side of me, so it would be helpful if you weren't quite so overtly telling me you
Yeah,
love
and
me.
they don't even have to change it, but you just have to say, like, just be aware
Yeah.
that
That I kind of fancy it.
this is a potential for me.
Yeah.
You know?
You'd be right up my street, babes. Yeah, I know.
What
I
a
know.
bastard.
My bestie gets very upset when I say the word babes. If I call people babes, it's a thing. She thinks I'm not young enough for that.
No, Niamh. You're very young. You're a young soul.
Oh, bless you. Right. So let us know how you get on, Brian.
Yeah, we want updates.
Yeah, we do.
And there's no update too small. There really isn't in this situation. So
Even a
keep us
reaction
posted.
to our advice and see if it makes sense to you. Do you know what I mean? And a photo. I'd like a photo.
Niamh always needs a visual.
I like photos, just in case I meet you somewhere and I want to go, oh. So we have another problem. You ready?
We have another problem, Niamh. Hit us
Okay.
off.
All right. Dear Agony Rants, I'm writing in because I'm at risk of losing one of my closest friendships over a job we probably never should have taken on together. My friend Liam, there's a lot of inverted commas, and I have known each other for years. We've always joked that we'd make a great team because we get along so well, have the same sense of humour, and balance each other out. So when the opportunity came up for us to collaborate professionally on a freelance project, it felt like a no-brainer. Except it's been a complete disaster.
Of course it has.
Well, of course, because you think you're going to get on, but everybody has their way of working. I'm quite structured and take deadlines seriously. Liam, on the other hand, is, how do I put this kindly, chaotic. He's brilliant and creative, but he leaves things up to the last minute, misses meetings, and treats client calls like casual catch-ups. He'll show up late, crack jokes that don't always land, and once even took a call from bed because he didn't think it needed to be formal.
Oh my God. Now, I have to say, Joanne does this. Joanne is partial to a Zoom from her bed.
Okay. At first I tried to laugh it off. Oh yeah, I know. That's just a note for anybody who's going to do any Zooms with Joanne for future reference, okay?
Yeah.
At first I tried to laugh it off because that's just him, but it's starting to affect our work. The client has made a few polite comments about professionalism, and I'm the one picking up the slack, rewriting emails, double-checking everything, and quietly apologising for things he doesn't even realise are an issue. The worst part is I don't feel like I can say anything without it turning awkward. Our whole friendship is built on being easygoing and not taking things too seriously. I'm worried that if I suddenly start criticising, he'll either get defensive or feel blindsided. But at the same time, I'm getting resentful. Bloody right. I feel like I'm carrying us and it's making me see him differently. Not just as a chaotic friend, but as someone unreliable. I hate that. I've started dreading work messages from him and that's not a good sign. So what do I do? Do I sit him down and risk hurting the friendship by being honest about how unprofessional he's being? Or do I just push through until the project ends and quietly promise myself never to mix work with friendship again? I really don't want to lose him. Sorry, I don't want this to keep going the way it is. Also, I want to say we are two straight men and I absolutely love your podcast. Oh my God, I love it.
Well, excuse me.
Often imitated, never bettered. Looking forward to the life-changing advice, I hope. David. Well, I mean, you bought yourself a lot by saying that about the podcast now, to be honest. But
Wow.
This is a tough one. Now, the first question I have is, Gearoid, this isn't you writing in a way to tell me that I'm unprofessional at what I'm doing.
No, I mean,
No.
I mean, could it be this? Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, it could, yeah.
But you would just say it to my face.
Oh
my God!
Yeah, I mean, I try. But like,
Yeah.
you can sort of say, sometimes you can say things to your face and you just don't accept the criticism.
Well, I file it under, is this important to my life?
You've got a very strong defense shield. You know, like you're very, that sounds like a you problem. Which I really respect.
He said very quickly.
I do think working with friends pushes things into a different arena. Do you know what I mean? Because all of a sudden you're like particularly when there's a client involved. Like
Yeah, that's tough. It was very tough. Because it's one thing collaborating with someone and being in a space and then having to get through it together. It's another thing when you have somebody, and if you work at a certain level, you're expecting things to be that way. And I mean, it's not that you don't accept that other people don't do things. Now, a perfect example about this is actually me and my husband, who Paul is a phenomenal guitarist, beautiful. I give him terrible banter on stage. I give him an awful time. But actually, he's really, really good at what he does. But he does not have the same sense of urgency when we go into certain circumstances. So what happens is, if we're doing a gig in the corporate world, he doesn't feel the same urgency that you might have to have for that. Shall we say, is that the best way I can put that? The difficulty for me is that I'm then put into a position, because obviously I work in that environment quite often and I know exactly where I need to be. I am wired to the point where I have to be where I'm supposed to be, right? That's just how I'm wired, right? He is not wired by the same, or should I say troubled by the same time constraints in his own head. And that's very stressful. And we've been married very successful for 27 years. And there's been conversations.
But at the same time, you make that work. And I would imagine the way you make that work is that you don't talk to him the way a professional singer and their guitarist talk to each other. You talk to him the way a wife talks to a husband.
It depends. It depends. If somebody's standing in front of me, maybe. And the other thing I did was actually, and I know this sounds wrong, I stopped taking gigs with him that put us into that position, right? And the reason for that is I don't want to put that pressure on us as a couple, because it's unfair, right? It's unfair to put him in that position if that's not how he's wired, right? So I can go into those, and generally I don't bring him with me into that space. Not because he isn't good enough to do it, but because his whole attitude doesn't work in that environment. He's brilliant in theatres and stuff like that, but even then you need to allow him enough time for his process. Which is great. And it's not a criticism. It's just how he works. And the difficulty here that's happening with you and Liam, David, is that you're great friends and that's wonderful. But you have very different work ethics. And inevitably there will be one person who does more work than the other in a job situation. Isn't that right, Gearoid?
100% me.
Yeah, it's you.
So... But what I would say in this situation is, right, that what's happening, I think, with the guy that's writing the letter, with David, is he is seeing him behave unprofessionally, and and David is being professional, and his reaction to this other person is in work mode. He's like, this is very unprofessional. This is, whereas you have to react to him the way he's your friend. Like, so when he's in bed, on a Zoom, you text him and go, are you in fucking bed? What are you doing?
What kind of friendship have you got that you can't say that? Because to be honest, you and I will be brutally honest with each other at times.
Niamh will be brutally honest with me. Go on.
We know who we are in this relationship.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, if you're working with someone, or even if you have a friend, you can say stuff like that to them without hurting them, because they know you love them. So that's it. Like, you just go, what are you doing? Right? This is important. Get out of bed. You have to have a come to Jesus conversation with your friend and say, for the sake of our friendship, because actually he is as responsible as you in this situation. It's not just your responsibility to keep him as a friend. He has to be acting in a way that keeps you as a friend in this project.
Yeah, totally. And I think what you could do, you could think of, like, if you are concerned about how he works with clients, maybe just say, can I do that bit? Or can I do the client facing stuff?
Have a meeting with just you and your friend based on the work. Start it with, we are best friends, we will be to the end, right? That's the end of the conversation. I love you as my friend. In order for this to work, we have to kind of figure out how to make this work as a group. We have different ways of working. This needs to happen for this to be professional and do whatever we need to do if we want this project to continue. So I would then strongly advise, unless he completely changes the way he works, or at least you can find somewhere in the middle, that you don't work together again.
Yeah.
And
I wouldn't. You're too different. Sometimes when people are
Yeah.
too different, they can't work together.
No, they
It's
can't.
just it's you're just wired differently.
And you have to care enough about the other person that you're doing enough.
And then sometimes it really works. Two different people working together, like Cagney
Yeah.
and Lacey.
I'm
You know,
feeling
she's
very
a-
uncomfortable.
she's
I'm feeling
a
very
tough-
uncomfortable during this conversation. I don't know which one I'm
a tough
falling into.
single woman from the streets, and Lacey is like a homemaking wife with 3 kids. But together they solve crime on the streets of New York City.
Okay, so am I the mother
I've been
in that
rewatching
equation?
it while I'm here, Niamh. It's very good. Very good now, I have to say. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
I think, David, what you need to do is you need to say something short and sharp. Come on,
Yeah.
cop on, will you? This
Yeah,
isn't.
you need to
this
be
is too
very
difficult.
clear. I love you, but this is my job. This
Come
is
on.
my career. What the hell are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
get yourself up out of bed, do stuff. If you want to continue working on this project, or if we're going to be successful on this project, this is what we need. And then for the sake of our friendship, we'll not do anything beyond that, and we'll not fall out about it. But it's as much on him to do what you need in this relationship for this
Totally.
work than it is on you. So don't you be taking it on like you're going to wreck the friendship because you demand a certain level of professionalism in a job. You're not going to wreck
Yeah.
it. And actually, if you tell him, be very clear that, you know, he doesn't need to be wrecking the friendship either. If it's wrecking your
Yeah,
head,
exactly.
you
But
know, you
what
should
I would
be
do
able to
is
say that.
get this job done. Just get it done.
Yeah, and get
Whatever
out.
it takes, as
Yeah.
quickly as possible, get it done and move on.
And here's the problem. It affects how you're looked at as a person separately. You know what
It
I mean?
does.
And
Oh,
if,
it does,
you know,
Niamh.
you
Yeah,
need to
yeah.
be very clear and protect that, because your friendship won't survive it if you just let it go.
Yeah, 250 episodes in, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Um,
You need to be clearer. You need to be clear in your parameters there.
David, we hope we've helped. Obviously, we need an update.
Yeah.
But also, just this is something. Just get this done. Get every aspect of this done. Don't linger
Yeah.
over this. Just be like, come on, please don't be in bed on a Zoom, for God's sake.
Yeah, and
You
to be
know.
fair, be ready if you're having that conversation that he's going to bring some stuff to you.
Yeah, totally.
And so be
he's gonna
open to
say,
that.
you need to lighten up, just relax. It's blah, you know. But
Yeah.
it's just like, no, can we just find a little level of professionalism and just
Yeah,
sit
you
in
need to
that
find
until
the
this is
common
done?
ground for that, because otherwise
Yeah.
it'll destroy both of you regardless. But both of you have a responsibility in this. So just be open-minded. But it's definitely a conversation. And if you can't have that conversation with your friend, then you're not really friends. You know what I mean? If
And
you're,
also, what you should do is when this project is over,
yeah.
set a reminder on your phone, and 1 week after that, you go for a pint
Oh, yeah.
and put it all behind you.
Is that what we're going to do? When you,
Niamh, this is never going to end. This podcast is just
I
going to go
know.
forever.
to be fair, we'll never be able to do it because you'll be in Australia or some such. You'll never come home.
Well, I mean, I'm very reluctant to take a 26-hour flight
Don't
back to
say
Ireland.
it. You're too far away. I
Come
miss
on.
you.
Well, I'm here for ages. I'm here for another month.
I know. It's killing me.
Yeah. Thrilled. Delighted. Thank you so much for listening to the show. We always love chatting to you, Niamh. It's been wonderful to have you here.
I know. I'll wash my hair and all for you.
In whatever vague format you show up in. We're wonderful to have you. If you would like to support the show, please do so. You can subscribe to our...
I'm still not
You
over
can subscribe
that.
to our Headstuff Plus, headstuffpodcast.com. Sign up, 100% of your pledge to Agony Rants, please.
Mm-hmm.
And in return for that, you'll get our bonus episode. Bonus episodes are changing once I come back from my sojourn,
Yes.
my Antipodean sojourn.
Your Antipodean.
Yeah. Oh, is that how that's pronounced?
Well, that's how I would say it. But
Okay. My Antipodean, whatever.
Antipodean.
Once I'm back,
Okay.
we'll be changing up our vintage rants format, which is going to be very exciting. And I will be on tour back in Ireland with my new show, No Pressure, starting in September. Please
Very
come.
excited about
Please
that.
come. If you happen to be in Melbourne or Sydney over the next couple of weeks, hit me up. And we will chat to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.